Today you'll be shocked by what happens in the wild when it comes to finding love. While humans may think they've figured out dating with their fancy apps and dinner dates, the animal kingdom puts on a show that would make even the most daring reality TV producer blush. From underwater fights to death-defying stunts, today we're going to show you what love looks like in the wild. Curious? Join us and let's go. Number 16. Flamingos dance off. Forget Dancing with the Stars. Flamingos are the real masters of the dance floor. These pink party animals have turned finding a mate into the world's most fabulous dance competition. They twist, pirouette, and march in perfect synchronization, showing off moves that would make any choreographer jealous. The most successful flamingos are the ones who can mix up their routine, switching from one killer move to another like they're in a dance battle. They bend forward, flash their feathers, scratch their heads, and flap their wings in elaborate routines that can last for hours. When a female spots a male with the right moves, she pulls the classic walk away and make him follow move. Once she's ready, she strikes a pose that says, "Let's do this." Head down, wings spread. The grand finale, the male performs an acrobatic dismount that involves literally jumping over her head. It's like an episode of So You Think You Can Dance, but with more pink feathers and better water features. Number 15. Honeybee's fatal attraction. If you thought your last breakup was rough, wait until you hear about honeybee dating. The queen bee's mating flight is basically the insect version of the Bachelorette, but with deadly consequences. When a young queen is ready to mate, between days 6 and 16 of her life, she zooms up into the sky where thousands of male drones wait, hoping to become one of her chosen few. But here's where things get brutal. When a lucky drone finally gets his shot at romance, the act of mating literally rips him apart. His reproductive organ gets stuck inside the queen like a broken key in a lock, and when he tries to pull away, his abdomen tears open. Talk about going out with a bang. The next drone in line has to remove his dead predecessor's equipment before he can take his turn, creating a grotesque daisy chain of love and death. The queen keeps this up until she's collected enough sperm from about 10 to 20 males to last her entire lifetime. The drone's sacrifice ensures the survival of their genes. But man, what a way to go. Number 14. Penguin's perfect pebble. In the penguin world, the path to true love is paved with pebbles. Literally, these tuxedo-wearing romantics have turned rock collecting into an art form. For species like Adelie and Gentoo penguins, finding the perfect pebble is like shopping for an engagement ring. Males spend hours scanning the rocky shores, looking for the smoothest, most beautiful stones to present to their potential mates. It's their version of a marriage proposal, except instead of a diamond, they're offering premium real estate materials. But some males have figured out that crime pays. They've become professional pebble thieves, snatching the best stones from their neighbors' nests when nobody's looking. Once a female accepts a male's rocky offering, they work together to build their love nest, carefully arranging their pebble collection into a cozy home for their future chick. The whole courtship involves lots of head bobbing, wing flapping, and what scientists call the ecstatic display. Basically, the penguin version of a victory dance. I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day. But to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel. So leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go. Number 13. Anglerfish's permanent marriage. Talk about taking till death do us part to the extreme. The deep-sea anglerfish puts every clingy relationship to shame with its bizarre mating ritual. The female, who's way bigger than her tiny male counterpart, cruises through the dark ocean depths with a built-in headlamp, a bioluminescent organ that acts like nature's dating app profile pic. When a male finally spots his dream girl, he doesn't just slide into her DMs, he literally bites into her body and never lets go. His mouth dissolves into her flesh, their blood vessels fuse together, and the male basically becomes a living sperm dispenser attached to the female's body. He gives up his brain, his eyes, and even his digestive system. Talk about commitment issues. The male spends the rest of his life as nothing more than a pair of gonads hanging off his mate, ensuring she can make babies whenever she wants. It's like the underwater version of moving in together, except there's no possibility of moving out, ever. Number 12. Hyena's submissive dance. In the hyena world, the ladies run the show, and the guys have to work extra hard to prove they're worthy. When a male spots a female he likes, he turns into an awkward teenager at his first school dance. He'll approach her, then back away, then approach again, a move scientists call approach avoidance. But what looks more like a nervous kid trying to ask someone to prom. The real showstopper comes when he performs his signature move, the bow. Picture a tough-looking hyena suddenly lifting one front leg, crossing it over the other, and bowing his head like a medieval knight. This submissive display shows the female he knows who's boss, and he's ready to follow her lead. It's like watching the school bully suddenly transform into a perfect gentleman, complete with a curtsy. Number 11. Red-sided garter snake's love ball. Deep in the chilly regions of Canada and the northwestern United States, red-sided garter snakes turn the mating game into the ultimate flash mob. Every spring, hundreds of these slithering sweethearts emerge from their winter hideouts to participate in what scientists call mating balls. But don't let the cute name fool you. Picture this. A single female snake suddenly finds herself at the center of attention as up to 100 male suitors wrap themselves around her, creating a writhing tower that can reach heights of 2 feet. The scene looks like a twisted game of Twister gone wrong, with males competing to get closest to the female. But this love fest comes with serious risks. Sometimes the weight of all those passionate serpents can literally crush the unlucky lady at the bottom. These snake orgies are so fascinating that they've become tourist attractions, with people traveling from far and wide just to witness nature's wildest dating game. Number 10. Dolphin's dark side. Forget about those cute dolphin shows at marine parks. In the wild, dolphin dating looks more like an underwater gang activity. Male dolphins form alliances that work together to separate females from their groups, like aquatic versions of motorcycle gangs. These dolphin bros coordinate their movements with military precision, performing synchronized jumps and dives that might look beautiful to us, but are actually meant to intimidate the female. If she tries to escape, things can get rough. The males might bite her, slap her with their fins, or body slam her until she stays put. Females often end up with scars from these encounters, like tattoos they never asked for. The whole process shows that beneath those permanent smiles, dolphins can be real troublemakers when it comes to love. Number 9. Hippo's messy proposal. Hippos have officially won the award for the least romantic dating strategy ever. When a male hippo wants to impress a lady, he doesn't bring flowers or write poetry. He creates a poop storm. That's right, these chunky lovers signal their interest by simultaneously peeing and pooping, using their tails like tiny helicopters to spread their waste in all directions. It's like the world's grossest sprinkler system. The male might even aim his organic advertising campaign directly at his chosen female, because nothing says, "I love you," like a face full of hippo waste. The actual mating happens in the water, where the male chases the female until he catches her, then forces her to submerge during the whole process. She only gets to come up for quick breaths, making it look like some bizarre underwater rodeo. The competition for mates can last up to 3 days, proving that in the hippo world, persistence and good aim with your poop pays off. Number 8. Argonaut octopus's detachable love. In a twist that would make any sci-fi writer proud, male Argonaut octopuses have developed a truly unique approach to reproduction. These crafty cephalopods have one arm that's specially modified for mating, and here's the kicker: they can detach it and send it swimming off to find a female on its own. Yes, you read that right. They literally throw an arm at potential mates. This special arm packed with sperm is called a hectocotylus, and it acts like a self-guided love missile. When it finds a female, it attaches itself to her and fertilizes her eggs. Meanwhile, the male grows a new arm to replace the one he lost. It's like sending a robot version of yourself on a date while you stay home and regenerate body parts. Number 7. Frigate Bird's balloon show. Frigate birds prove that sometimes the best way to win someone's heart is to make yourself look absolutely ridiculous. Male frigate birds have turned courtship into a literal balloon act, inflating a bright red throat pouch called a gular sac until it looks like they've swallowed a heart-shaped beach ball. These feathered performers gather in groups, each trying to outdo the others with their inflatable fashion statement. When a female flies by, the males go into full party mode, flapping their wings, shaking their heads, and making sounds that could rival an elephant's trumpet. The whole spectacle looks like a mix between a carnival and a heavy metal concert, with each male hoping his balloon game is strong enough to catch a lady's eye. The bigger and brighter the balloon, the better his chances, proving that in the bird world, size really does matter. Number 6. Bonobos' Free Love Society. Bonobos have turned make love, not war into their entire life philosophy. These peace-loving primates use physical intimacy to solve pretty much every social situation. It's like their version of a handshake, Unlike their aggressive chimpanzee cousins who fight over everything, bonobos prefer to settle disputes with a little loving. They're basically the hippies of the primate world, creating peaceful communities where sharing isn't just caring, it's their whole lifestyle. They engage in all kinds of intimate behaviors, not just for reproduction, but for social bonding, conflict resolution, and sometimes just because they feel like it. This unique approach to social harmony has made them one of the most peaceful species in the animal kingdom. While other animals are fighting over territory and resources, bonobos are proving that love really might be the answer to world peace, at least in their world. Number 5. Pufferfish's underwater artist. Move over sandcastles. Male pufferfish are the Picassos of the sea, creating incredible circular patterns in the sandy seabed that would put crop circles to shame. These fishy artists spend up to 10 days crafting perfect geometric designs that can span 6 feet in diameter. They use their fins to create grooves, valleys, and decorative patterns that would make any landscape architect jealous. But this isn't just art for art's sake. It's the underwater equivalent of building the perfect dating profile. Females cruise by like art critics, judging everything from the circle's size to the texture of the sand. The better the design, the higher the chances of attracting a mate. Once a female approves of his artistic talents, she lays her eggs in the center of his masterpiece. The male then sticks around to protect the eggs, proving that some guys really are both sensitive artists and responsible parents. Number 4. Black widow spider's fatal attraction. The black widow spider takes "till death do us part" way too literally. These 8-legged femme fatales have earned their name by turning their mates into post-coital snacks. But here's the truly mind-blowing part. Many male widows actually seem totally cool with becoming dinner. Instead of trying to escape, they'll practically dive into their partner's fangs. Scientists discovered this isn't just some weird spider suicide pact. It's actually a strategy. By sacrificing themselves, males get to mate longer and transfer more sperm, increasing their chances of becoming baby daddy to the next generation of widows. The females store this final gift from their deceased partners in special organs, using it whenever they want to make more spiderlings. It's like the arachnid version of a sperm bank, just with more murder involved. Number 3. Praying mantis's deadly romance. The female praying mantis takes the phrase man-eater way too literally. During mating, she often bites off her partner's head and devours his body for extra nutrition to help produce eggs. The wild part? The headless male's body keeps right on mating thanks to a special set of nerve cells in his abdomen. In fact, some scientists think the males actually perform better without their heads getting in the way. It's nature's ultimate example of losing your head over love, and probably the most metal dating strategy in the insect world. Number 2. Giraffe's taste test. Giraffes take the getting to know you phase to a whole new level. When a male spots a potential mate, he doesn't start with small talk. He goes straight for a taste test. He'll gently tap her back leg or rest his head on her back. But the real action starts when he performs the flamen response, basically tasting her urine to check if she's ready to mate. It's like a bizarre version of wine tasting, where the male can tell if she's fertile just by sampling her pee. If he likes what he tastes, he'll follow her around like a tall, spotted shadow, waiting for the perfect moment. When the time comes, the actual mating only lasts a few seconds. Talk about a quick date. Despite their height advantage, these gentle giants keep their romance short and sweet, proving that sometimes less really is more. Number 1. Bedbugs' brutal love. Ever had a bad date? Well, it probably wasn't as rough as what female bedbugs go through. These tiny terrors have invented what scientists call traumatic insemination. And yes, it's exactly as scary as it sounds. Instead of finding the proper entrance, male bedbugs just stab right through the female's body wall with their needle-like penis, injecting sperm directly into her body cavity. It's like someone deciding to skip the front door and punch through your wall to deliver a package. The sperm then has to swim through her body to find the eggs, leaving the female with actual battle scars. These unwanted piercings can get so bad that females will literally run away and hide to avoid getting stabbed again. And here's the really wild part. If there aren't any other males around, they'll even mate with their own offspring. Talk about keeping it in the family. The females have to endure this process multiple times since they need fresh donations to make each new batch of eggs. Suddenly, your awkward first date stories don't seem so bad, right? Which of these items I showed you today shocked you the most? Tell me in the comments below. Now go ahead and click on this video that is appearing on the screen. I'm sure you'll like it too. Well, that's it, and until next time, curious one.